So I am not playing well. I don't know what my deal is. I got plenty of sleep last night. Young kids, sometimes you see young kids, you just think they're bluffing. And no, they're not bluffing. I raised on the in the cutoff with ace 5, and the big blind called, and flop come like 10, 10, 6 with 2 spades. Bet he calls. Turn was a ace of spades, running 3 spades, but I hit my ace. So he checks, I bet, he check raises big. I don't believe him, I call. River comes a blank. He bets real big. I don't believe him, I call. Of course, he has 10-6 off. He flopped fucking trips. So, yeah, and then that brought me down to like next to nothing. Built it back up to a starting stack and hit some hands. And then I just went all in with 10 deuce, and the guy called me with 6-9 in that one when I had like 6,000 in chips. And then I turned around and just built it back up. Was doing fine. And then I've been running some bluffs that just don't make a lot of sense. I had one that there was a flush draw out there and the straight came in, but it was a gutter. Top pair was like Jack 10-9 was on the board. There was like Jack 10-9, 7 or something. I had 2 clubs, and then I bluffed the river, trying to represent a straight, and he called me. And I just mucked. I think he had top 2 pair. I didn't even show because I had like 2-3 of clubs. Yeah, and then another one was I should have raised the guy in the turn when I had a big combo draw, but I didn't. Plus came in on the river, I bet. He snap called, and yeah, you have to bet a lot more, and I'm not sure that bluff made a whole lot of sense either. I was more mad I didn't raise the turn. But yeah, people don't fold. You know, they're not good players, so they don't fold. So, and then there's a guy who's calling light on the flop. I wasn't sure, but yes, I need to double barrel him. I'm not taking spots where I should be. So unfortunately, I'm just gone back down to like starting stack here, which is not a whole lot. It's like maybe 20 bigs I have. So see what happens. I keep forgetting to video this stuff, these final hands. But limp. Guy min raises to my right. I don't know what he's doing, but I look down. I have like 12 bigs. I got ace king off. Perfect. I shove. It's folded around to him. He calls me with 5-6 of spades, and ends up hitting a flush. And an ace came on the flop too. He went runner. Turned to open-ended straight flush draw and hit the flush on the river. That's why you got to have more chips on these things. Sometimes when you get short, it sucks, because then you got to get lucky and you hope you hold. And I mean, it's what it is. What it is. I don't know what the guy's doing, min raising people and then calling a 12 big blind jam with 5-6. But when they have a bunch of chips, they feel like they can play stupid. And he had a bunch of chips because he got lucky. Because the hand right before that, he was raised a lot in the cutoff there to steal the blinds. And right back from break, I ended up, he of course raised to steal the blinds. I look down on the button, I have king jack of diamonds, so I 3-bet him. The guy in the big blind sits there and he was in Haas, and he calls for half his stack. And I'm like, okay, he's like still playing a monster or something. He's, you know, it doesn't make any sense to just call half your stack. And then, but he calls with pocket fours. Of course, I was right. The guy had, and the blind had pocket queens, and put it all in on a low board. He fucking flopped a set. So he went a bunch of chips from that, and then makes a horrendous call with 5-6 of spades, and he hits his flush. So apparently if you play bad enough, you can do good in these things. You know, same old story. So, but I wasn't happy with a lot of how I played today. But just got unlucky at the end there, so see what I end up doing. Alright, so we're taking a break here. Got ourselves some tacos and some side of rice, and then some Jarritos. Pop, strawberry. It's actually very good. So I'll talk real quick about poker here. After getting knocked out, we thought we'd go and play cash, and depending on how that goes, maybe I'd go and turn around and play another shot at the tournament. Last one that starts at 4. Cash, I just was playing PLO. That's all. It was open. Nothing. Could not catch a hand. Only hand I won is one that I bluffed, where a straight came in on the river, and there's a flush draw that missed out there. It was a stupid bet by me, honestly. I bluffed. The guy had a set and he folded. I had just a missed flush draw. So the only hand I won is when I bluffed. And then I went over to hold him. Guy, he got up and I sat down, basically took his seat. And very first hand I sit down, they make me post, okay, I have pocket queens. So, and the guy acted out of turn. I guess he thought I was limping. And he raised, so I'm like, wait, I hadn't acted yet. I'm like, well, okay. I checked. I go ahead and let him bet, right? Because I'm going to check raise him. So it's a slow for acting out of turn, really. So anyway, he bet and raised. Came around to me. I re-raised. And he just called. Flop came ace-6-7, all clubs. And I had queen of clubs in my hand. So I c-bet. He jammed, and it wasn't that much more. I had to call for if he had an ace. I'm still in okay shape. If a queen comes or a club comes, I had the right price anyway with what I had behind. So I called. The guy had a set of aces. I turned a set of queens, and then he held. So I rebought right off the bat. Very next hand, I sat down, 5-3 of clubs, limped, I raised, gets called, and everyone that limps calls, okay? It's only 3 players to the flop. So the flop comes at bottom pair. I had bottom pair and back row straight, back row flush draw, so I bet small. Both players called. Okay, whatever, I'm done. Turn was a club, and it comes around to me, and I picked up the flush draw, and I was thinking about betting or checking, and the old guy next to act, he was acting like he couldn't wait to bet, right? He's like doing one of these things, like, which is like kind of a tell. When people act like, hey, I'm going to call, then that's usually a sign of weakness. So after seeing that and the other guy checked, I decided to jam and got a snap call. He had Jack-7 off. He hit his gutter ball. He called pre-flop with Jack-7 off, and he hit his fucking gutter ball for a straight. And what I took as actual weakness was, no, he was just being blatant about he just couldn't wait to call. He was not doing a tell. So, I mean, that's always a tell that, hey, I'm weak, but apparently it's just an old guy that doesn't give a shit about giving away tells. So that's what that was. So I lost that hand, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm fucking out. I'm just losing money hand over fist. So I am done for today. Fuck it. I'm done with poker today. Tomorrow I'm going to do the seniors event. And hopefully that goes better. All right, last shot here. We're doing the seniors event today. Same buy-in. The thing that's kind of crappy is they only give you 20,000 in chips. And the blinds go up every half hour, like with the big blind ante. It's pretty short. I only got like a little less than starting stack, and no big hands to really talk about. And I just been trying to survive here. I made one call with a double paired board with king high, and he checked me on the river. I feel like I should have probably stabbed at that. Might have worked. He had ace high, and that's the only hand. I went all in with ace king, and everyone folded. So, just crappy that they don't give me many chips to start with. So, see what happens. Hopefully with the last shot here, I do better than I have been doing for sure. So, this whole tournament, I just was the Asian guy who was blind versus blind, and he shoved on me once with like 9-5, and I called him with ace-8, up for like 3,500, and lines were like 4 and 800. I called him. He had 9-5 off. I had ace-8. Comes 9-5-5, so lose that one. Shortly after that, he does it again. Shoves all in. This time it's for 7,500. It's like 7.5 big blinds. Blinds are 500, 1,000. I call with ace-8 again. He has jack-10. Comes 10-10. And so then I'm sitting here just trying to steal blinds and staying alive. I kind of like my play. I was stealing when I could. And then basically I'm in the cutoff. I have 15 bigs, 15,000. I decide to shove. I think that's fine. And with pocket sevens, guy behind me calls with ace queen. Flop comes queen queen ace. I mean, it's just like fucking. It's really asinine. I should have recorded it, I guess, but it's just Jesus. Fuck the poker gods, man. Fuck them because they fucking me all over and over. It's been just running bad. So that's what happened there. I guess I'll decide if I do another bullet. Probably won't because I only have 20 bigs. But just a bad run all together in Chicago today. This whole weekend has been just freaking ridiculous.